Why are we all so hasty to give up all the things we love? They all think that I'm crazy, 'cause I've been giving you all my love. What will you choose to do with all this love I'm giving you? 'Cause I just wanna feel it too, but I only want to be loved by you. My name is Rios. What I do to live healthy is create as much as I can, but also take a break from that. So whether that means just taking a day off and doing anything but music. So it can be just going out to the park, hanging out, trying to stay healthy by just eating healthy as much as you can. And even though we're always on the go when we're doing music stuff, and you always have meetings and all kinds of stuff. Mostly it's actually just drinking a lot of water for me, because I know sometimes I can get kind of, when you get busy and you just haven't drank water all day, and that's like super bad for anything that you're doing. And then just as much protein as I possibly can, because that's kind of what keeps you going. It was probably during the sessions for my first album, and just trying to figure out the form for one of the songs, and just figuring out ideas for it, and you realize that you're coming up with ideas that just don't actually work for the song, but you're just so desperate to kind of finish it that you kind of don't care at some point. And then you realize that you're making decisions that aren't right for the music itself. So you sort of have to just step back and, let yourself take a day or take however long you need to, and then come back to it. I teach classical guitar, I teach voice, I teach voice and guitar together, so like, singer-songwriter kind of thing. And I also teach songwriting, and I taught mariachi ensembles for a while too. Usually the most difficult thing, I think, to master, honestly, is technique at first. Because it's sort of like you're training your body to do things that it doesn't normally want to do, and that it doesn't naturally do. So you sort of have to fight your own body and, what naturally wants to happen. Because I think once you get that technique down, you can pretty much play almost anything at that point. And I think that's true for pretty much everything that we do. Once you sort of start training yourself to, think the right way, or eat the right way, or, just anything. And it could be training and, working out, or just the way that we speak to people, or the way that we act every day, the way that we wake up and we think the day is going to go. And, once you kind of start training yourself in the right ways, then it becomes natural, and you can do almost anything, I think, after that. So I think being mentally healthy helps with the creative process, just because you're not getting in your own way anymore. Because I know for me, when if I'm in kind of a bad place mentally, it really does stifle everything. Or if I'm dealing with something that, it gets in the way. It gets in the way of things. You can think about it the other way, because if you're really feeling something, it can kind of come out in your art, which I know for me, that's the way I write my songs, is that, if I'm really feeling something, that's probably what the song is going to be about, if I'm going to sit down to write. So, but I guess that itself is being mentally healthy for me, because that's the way that I get things out, and just kind of don't hold them in anymore, and you don't have to feel that way anymore, because you've put it in a safe place that you don't have to keep it feeling it, I guess.